We gaming. We're gonna keep on gaming. We gotta do some more story. Shall we head out to investigate the area below my apartment building? Let's go. I unfortunately have not been able to pull for Yuzuha.
You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang? Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtain.
Oh god, we went too quick. Right here? Due to the influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Porcelumex ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. Right. Somebody tossing all kinds of bowl. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine, a recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. I don't remember seeing any flower pots here either. There's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. Mr. Arnold? Oh, he's our butler. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Glad you want to chat with me. It's because you not only took me in when I had nowhere else to go, but you've also been really kind. I feel at ease around you. I just remembered something. After that skeleton used a tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. It's another important clue. The balcony with the flower pot is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot? This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's look around carefully for any clues. Which floor do you live on? Second to last floor, the one with the advert. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. How big was this shadow? Huge, basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drain pipes and adverts had very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? I see. What's up? Sorry, I was just hiding myself. Yesterday while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turns out there's a construction site not far behind. Yeah, I could see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Why'd she scream? The overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot, but why would this lone box end up all the way out here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. And upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No way. Those look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something. Before you know it, you lift the box. There's a trail of tiny footprints. It's glow-in-the-dark paint. Glow-in-the-dark paint, the exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night. Looks like we found our perp.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
It was Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close. Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from some cargo hanging from the tower crane.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
It was knocked over by that skeleton that startled you.
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up. But that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves
We've
us
solved the
with
mystery.
one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It was the owner of those little glowing footprints.
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no paint on the drain pipe.
Sherlock Holmes would be proud.
Most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far.
That is going a bit.
Since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this. Look over here. The
Whoa.
footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Let's follow them and check it out.
Time for some Bloodhound Gang.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
There's more. Oh, there's more.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
It seems that way.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
What the hell, Fairy?
Barry, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
Chase it! Get after it!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real culprit.
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Guess I got found out after all.
That is a smug looking face.
Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you're the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Alice's assertiveness suddenly dropped. Seems this one's gonna be a tough nut to crack.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject just now. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right.
What kind of a discount is that?
No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other. And yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor.
Returning the favor?
Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Huh?
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
Yeah, he's just a dude being a dude.
You're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then, do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Porcelain shard of relatively high purity. From the looks of it, it probably used to be part of a large device.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Obscura?
The metal band?
Obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside Obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an Obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Monato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just
Need
happened?
explanation, people.
I suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow. Items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay.
Huh?
Residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Monato! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with.
Wait,
Oh boy.
Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Oh boy.
Of course not! But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the
Wanna
investigation?
join.
I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day! Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door!
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Monato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Damn, always calling him out. Well, sorry I couldn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzuha's around. What the heck, Monato? It's so mean. You two seem pretty familiar with each other. We're classmates, though we got a ton of students from Wi-Fi Peninsula. Standout characters like Monato are pretty rare. And those are both eye-catching and generally nice people are even rarer. I see. They'll just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyway, let's head to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore below Phylum Heights. In the past, Lumite ore mined from the hollow was washed there first. Quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Soiben Temple's entrance goes straight to Siloom Bay. Should have been fixed last week. So the elevator goes to Silent Bay. Let's go check it out. Let's go this way. Isolde.
Elevator still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry, I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What
a
the hell?
shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside
Also,
city,
this woman's design
you can
is
take the cable car to Lemnian Island.
chef's kiss.
It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porcelumix has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't get there right now?
So we can't go to Siloon Bay right now? Then, what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like, there aren't any other routes, only work on outsiders. Porcelumex can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after they leave, you return to Suibian Temple with the Obscura Shard and briefly tell Wise of what had happened that morning. How's it going, Wise? I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's sacrifice or not. My ether perception has always been weaker, and I've barely used the perception technique that Shifu taught us. But I agree. This thing's super suspicious. Should definitely look into it properly. Well, I'll come with you to Siloon Bay using Gios. I might be able to help. Okay.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
I forgot to send out my video business. Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I want Belle to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. Something wrong? Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain pass, too. He hasn't blocked off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltus might be trying to escape. And you got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. I mean, the mountain pass full of machines right now? Yeah. They got triple the strength of a normal person and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, this just got way easier. Nani? Vaguely explain Fairy's abilities. So you're saying you got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols? Pretty much it? Yeah, good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely be all, absolutely not, you cannot do that. Yuzaha, you say you don't care. Alright, Belle, let's roll. Monato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping those visual logs. Alright, if we're all set, let's head out.
We just have to follow this railway track to get to Siloon Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead.
We've got enemy.
Yuzaha's EX can inflict sweet scare on enemies when the active character attacks enemies in this state. Oh wait, I've done this before. Okay.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice the damage.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something? All done. Let's go.
Hold on. Come with me for a sec.
What's wrong? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling someone's been tailing us. Barry, can you feel that? Sorry, there are no available video recording devices on this mountain path. What on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Why are you here?
Oh, it's you.
Alice, don't be scared.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us. Belle, it's you. You frightened me.
You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that.
She gets scared easily,
What are
okay?
you doing here?
Mizukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Are you sure it's okay for you to join us?
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Time Field family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady.
Noble.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Minato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile,
A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
all we're finding is Alice. Okay. When Alice's attacks hit enemies or trigger assault through anomaly buildup, she gains blade etiquette. When Alice stacks blade etiquette to its maximum, she can hold attack to unleash a 3-stage charged basic attack. This triggers polarized assault when hitting an enemy.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Clear your mind, you're a real chatterbox. But you handle yourself well in a fight.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, I appreciate it.
If you're not sure how to respond to user,
Uh-oh, it's people from Porcelumex.
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
Let's try to avoid them and take a detour. As if all those security mechs weren't enough. Now they're sending in reinforcements?
Way is blocked. There wasn't a door here before. It must be a recent installation. Let's see. Yeah, it's the type that triggers an alarm if you try to climb over it. It's really reassuring how meticulous Minato is. Just happened to have a side gig installing locks when I was working part-time before. So that's why you were so busy we didn't even have time to check the Spook Shack forums, huh? What do you do now? There's a bamboo workbench here. Now I'll use EOS to access the bamboo workbench and find the passcode.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Let's go.
Belle was always the one jumping around with Eos before. Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
Oh no! Bitcoin. Ow. Let's go, buddy. There's all kinds of platforming to do around here. Question is that I get up there. Wait! Wait! Was that it? I think it was. Should be everything. No, no, it's not. I screwed up. Okay, now we can go. Wait, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I looked. Go, Eos, go! Oh wait, this way.
Nailed it.
Classic Phaethon.
Great job, Wise. Let's keep going.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing. No time to deal with you individually. Apollo, how much longer until we get to
Damn.
Salmon Bay?
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
Let's dance. Focus on the target. Sorry for stealing your spot. And then we're there.
My god, this bastard has a lot of health.
We'll be a third of the way there.
All done. Everyone, let's move.
What's wrong, Belle? Oh, that's not ominous at all. So this is Silent Bay. What a beautiful sight. Finally made it. Belle, did you rest well? Seems like Miss Okinami and the others have found someone selling porcelain materials. Let's head over. First, let me get this treasure. How the hell did they get here? There's no obvious walkway.
Huh, Yuzuha. Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrog again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
What?
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh?
That is one way
My
to
brother failed
do
his
a
Hollow
lesson.
internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajiang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajiang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck.
Boink.
Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't
Excuse
you
me.
go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds on the mountain path?
Man, she does not do good with ghost
Said
stuff.
That one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajiang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give the story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece. This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks!
You need our help?
Do you need our help?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. And Belle, you go with Lady Alice to check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece.
Let's go.
She says, let's go. She disappears. Hey there, are you Mello? Yeah, what's up? I heard you trade porcelain materials around here. Could you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before? Yeah, I've seen it before. Really? What, don't believe me? I'll have you know I got the best intel in the whole Asylum Bay. Of course we believe you, that's why we came all the way to ask for your help. Little one, can you tell us about the origins of this shard? No way, can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy, I'm trying to fix it, I'm not in the mood to talk. This is the remote control edition City Hunter. They saved up my allowance for a whole year to get this. It's all Dante's fault. Okay, this is a huge deal, though when it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. If I could fix your toy... You can fix it? If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about where that shard came from. Oh boy, one of these again. Okay. There we go. That should be good. Yep.
Whoa! Awesome! It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from?
No.
Huh?
It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
But my mom said Porsalumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I never seen you before.
Okay, well, that's kind of fair.
We're not really strangers. We're friends of Mystic Wares, the folks who often come here to collect materials.
That's right. Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrog, Mystic Wares' owner.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrog's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
Oh.
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name feels so different from Uncle Balrog's. I thought it was maybe something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me.
Yuzuha!
You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
Be sure.
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up.
That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante! Ukinami Balrog! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name! Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction!
Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides,
Yeah.
for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think? What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill.
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, alright?
Yes, I will.
Alright then, let's get going.
Where is Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
What? Oops. Got stuck. What is she doing here?
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. Alright, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Well, it seems our 4 friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a live round.
We surrender!
Don't shoot, Missy Zelda. We surrender. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Miss Bell. But you're right. I came to Saloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Mrs. Zelda isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
There's nothing to worry about.
See. Then there's
Daijoubu.
nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
It's alright. Staying cautious is a good thing. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Missy Zelda! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Saloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom?
I'm sure there's plenty of
What
reasons.
did you just say? Get back here!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero. Even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better. But there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff.
Damn, the music got intense. It just it got toned down in like a snap of the finger.
The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
It's not often we get young whippersnappers like you here. Please don't say that. We rarely get the chance to learn about what happened during the fall of the old capital. I'm ashamed to admit, I always thought the military from families received a pension after the fall. Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military and government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end, only the frontline troops defending against Hollow Zero received it. See. You look like you want to say something. Have more questions for me? Go ahead, I'm all ears. Why are you still working with the military? I understand where you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the defense force, do I? But well, sometimes life just drags you along for the ride. I suppose I'm what you would call a useless person, huh? Was it just a coincidence that Miss Isolda said that, or did she overhear a conversation on the mountain path? Not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Salem Bay first. What's wrong? Nothing. How did she get here ahead of us? You should head to the beach and find Dante first. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm sure we'll meet again in the future.
After hearing all that, I feel a bit different.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Hey, kid.
Dante, so this is where you went.
Minato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Minato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Minato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the defense force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it, but I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again. I'm pretty impressed, Dante. I didn't expect you to think about all this so deeply.
It really is a great dream.
Oh, where'd you come from?
Isolde, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscura. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula? Ah, I think I get why you came to Silum Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you for understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place?
Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems, and there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the Obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Miss Bell, take it.
Huh?
Miss Isolde? What are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard, so once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Oh, actually helping us.
I don't really get everything you said, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month.
How does that work?
Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name?
Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
Interesting.
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Sailoon Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves.
I see.
That's...
So, were you in a shipwreck before that?
No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess. Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me all about the human world beyond.
She's having way too much fun messing with
I
Alice.
decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan. That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on! Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that! Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
As you wait for the toy Danny to wash ashore, you gaze out toward Lemmian Hollow in the distance. Just like that, a long time passes.
Phew. We finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Zold. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Good idea.
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a bit would be good.
Miss Yuzaha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
This is the ship. It ain't big, but she's steady on the water. Let's go. After entering the hollow from where the Obscura shard flowed out, Fairy quickly discovers tiny pieces of Obscura in a nearby drainage channel.
Ah, there it is. There's a drainage pipe up ahead. We're on the right track.
The higher we go up the mountain, the more pipes are buried underground. It's becoming harder to spot them.
Sorry. Fairy can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited hollow data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations. Belle, we've cleared out quite a bit of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't underestimate me. I'm all good.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something Porcelumex would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
Let's move then.
Please be aware of ether activity units.
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
We did. Two directions. Both paths lead to higher ground and the water flows into that draining. Which way should we go? Should we split up? Well, check this out. Small wheel tracks here. Seems to have been contaminated with nearby miasma. But this concentration of miasma can't multiply and will disperse to imperceptible levels after a while. Could these traces be recent? Everyone says we don't have any leads on the water. Should we check out where these tire tracks lead? Might give us the breakthrough we're looking for. Sounds like a plan. Well, some of the wheel tracks might not be visible anymore. Try using the inside techniques Shifu taught you.
We should be able to sniff out some clues around here with our technique.
Wheel tracks.
Huh. The tracks lead right up to here.
Why are there so many wheel tracks here? Looks like people have been moving heavy carts around here a lot. Those many tracks don't fade easily. So there's carts coming through here, and that means whoever entered the hollow was transporting something. Or are they bringing stuff in or taking stuff out? It's actually a good question. What's up? Something on your mind? Look here. Do you see these deep wheel tracks? Deep wheel tracks? That means they must have been hauling something heavy through here. Well, Princess, you're sharper than I thought. Hey, look, isn't there something on the ground up ahead? It's an access card. Take it with you.
Let's look around and see if there are any other tracks. Watch out! More ethereals have appeared.
More than the ethereals. I'm curious to see if that door up ahead can be opened.
Too easy. Alice is a lot of fun. What was that sound? Sorry to inform you, the device status is abnormal. Please verify your identity and re-enter the initial password to boot. It's probably because of my asthma. Workbench time. Oh! Okay, we can safely go forward. Oh! Look at all these secret paths. Where's this go? Ah, nada. Come on, buddy. We're all good here.
It's open. Let's go. More tire tracks here. We're definitely heading in the right direction.
The miasma around here is getting pretty thick. And there are more monsters, too. An Ambosaurus! Storm underneath!
They were hauling stuff around in a place like this? That's just begging for trouble. Though we're not exactly in a much better spot ourselves.
Stay on offense! Wow, Mr. Corno is throwing shade at himself.
Road ends ahead.
Whoa!
More monsters.
Let's wipe them out ASAP and see what clues we can dig up around here. There might be a passage behind that miasma.
Check out what's behind that miasma.
This elevator goes down. The wheel tracks end here, which means they went to the lower level. Will that card we found earlier work on this? Insufficient card authorization. Please use a card with proper clearance and enter the password after the prompt. Ah, crap. Which is the key card with a password too? Since when did this elevator get such high level security? Any ideas, Fairy? I cannot effectively crack it. Shit. Well, let's look around and see if there's another way to get through here. This place is totally wrecked. Looks like a truck it crashed straight through. Damage caused by ethereals? Shouldn't have been able to cause this much damage. There's a big one lurking around here. Man, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. And here I thought those folks were crazy enough hauling stuff around in all this miasma. Sure, this is a dangerous place. There's definitely some conspiracy behind this. Looks like there's something around here that'll help us power up the elevator. Let's check somewhere else. Bunch of empty boxes stacked up and tire tracks on the ground nearby. It must be the outer packaging from whatever they were shipping. These boxes are all clean. Doesn't look like they've been left in the hollow very long. Great, that settles the question we had earlier. These people are definitely transporting stuff into the hollow. It's a little odd though. Look here, this box is labeled, claims the contents are thermal insulation materials for construction, but it tends to be very light. So how did it leave such deep tracks? Not bad, princess. So that means the stuff that was in this box doesn't match the label. We're transporting something else into the hollow with these boxes. There's no way whatever was in here is something that can be openly transported into the hollows. That's why they're using fake boxes as a cover. Oh, the plot thickens. The group then investigates the area thoroughly, but still can't find a way to move forward.
Is this really as far as we can go? This can't be right. It's not like me to have such bad luck.
Don't worry, everyone. We might not be able to crack the elevator's passcode, but Fairy and I checked the terrain nearby. The cliff behind us isn't that steep. There's definitely a way to get over the cliff, but it'll take a bit of time to figure out the best route. And none of us brought proper climbing gear.
In that case, let's call it a day and head back for now.
Alright then, let's head back for today. It's getting dark.
Yeah, the hollow gets even more dangerous at night. Best not to stick around. Let's get ready to head back. Time to go, my lady. Milady! Ah! You
label on the crate looked oddly familiar. Like, I've seen it somewhere before.
Give me some memories?
Are some memories coming back?
No, I'm sure I saw it recently, but I just can't seem to recall anything now. My apologies for the delay. Let's leave the hollow as soon as we can.
After leaving the hall, the group makes their way back to Phylum Heights.
We finally made it back to Phylum Heights. It's already dark now.
Great work, everyone.
Great work, everyone.
You too. Good job on keeping up with us all this way. And hey, our princess was actually more useful than I thought. Thanks. Since there's nothing more we can do today, let's just call it.
All right. I'll contact you as soon as we finish calculating the route.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you all, but are you Miss Alice Timefield?
Yes, that's me. And you are...
Who's this guy?
I'm a concierge from Porcelumix in charge of receiving guests. We just received a package addressed to you.
A package? Where was it sent from?
I'm very sorry. There's no sender information on the package, and due to its size, it's not easy to move. So, for now, we've had to store it in our warehouse. If possible,
Size.
would you mind coming with me to take a look? Since it was sent specifically to Wi-Fi Peninsula, it might be something important.
All right, understood. If you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave for now.
Something seems suspicious. Shortly after, somewhere in Phylum Heights.
The place where the package is stored. How far is it exactly?
Oh, this is a trap.
We're almost there. Sorry for the trouble. Since the package is quite large, we wanted to be careful. In case something goes wrong during the delivery. What on earth?
They knew.
I think we'd actually be right.
You didn't seriously believe we'd let our guard down around you, did you?
Soon after, a Suibian temple. After bringing that fake concierge back, Senior Yinhu and Monato went to interrogate him and wonder if they're done yet. I should go check.
You're here, Belle.
What's the
What's the
sitch?
situation inside?
Well, it feels like we witnessed a whole new side of Master Pan.
Master Pan must have watched a ton of crime dramas. He even said lines like, "Lighter sentence if you confess, harsher if you resist. Want some fried rice? And, sorry, I'm a mystic."
Are you alright, Alice? Being the bait must have been pretty scary.
There's no need to worry. I'm quite all right. I may not be the best at dealing with unexpected situations, but thankfully, we were prepared for this one.
By the way, did you guys feel anything?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You mean the guy that's following us?
So you also felt as if we were being followed?
Yeah. At first I thought I was just being paranoid because we ran into Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde. But now it's clear we've had a tail since this morning. What should we do? Should we get him?
Well, we do after we catch him.
We could go for it, sure. But then what? There's Porcelumix personnel and security mechs nearby. Taking them all the way back to Swabian Temple just isn't feasible.
I agree with the proxy. Besides, they probably haven't tried anything because we've got numbers on our side. Once one of us is alone, chances are he'll make his move. If we can figure out who they're after, we might be able to bait them into slipping up.
I think I'm probably the one they're after.
How come?
Because I just remembered. The crate that hit my window last night had the exact same label as the one we saw in the hollow.
Oh?
Then we were right. That fake concierge really was the one smuggling stuff into the hollow. They tried to go after Alice just because she saw the crate. Whatever they're moving, it has to be something big.
Oh, look! Master Pan and Mr. Komano are coming out.
How'd it go?
Senior, how did the interrogation go?
He confessed. He told us everything. Come on, let's step away a bit. Don't want that guy overhearing us. Don't worry, Beelion and the others are watching him. All right, this spot'll do. I'll keep it short. That guy was smuggling ether explosives into the hollow.
The hell?
Ether explosives?
Exactly. It was disguised as insulation material during transport, but he didn't dare swap in stronger ropes, worried it'd raise suspicion. That's why the ropes snapped during the lift. He heard Alice shout, and since the crate was damaged, assumed she'd seen the explosives, so he decided to silence her, fearing the whole thing would be exposed.
So that's what happened. But I never even saw what was inside the crate. Pitiful. Trying to hide one crime by committing an even greater crime.
Good thing you all stayed sharp. He played himself and walked right into the trap.
Who ordered him?
Who ordered him to transport the explosives?
The one who gave him the orders was his superior at Porsalumex. He's just a low-ranking grunt. He doesn't even know what the explosives were meant for. But he said they've been transporting them for 2 weeks now. I did a quick estimate, and the amount of explosives in the hollow is already enough to flatten 100 Swabian temples.
They're definitely planning to use those explosives to destroy something. It's clear now that their crimes aren't just about profiting from illegally producing high-value goods. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, we also have some good news and bad news.
Oh.
Which do you want first?
Let's hear the bad news.
Let's hear the bad news first. Maybe the good news will cheer me up after.
All right. The bad news is, he said tomorrow night is the final run for transporting the explosives. But on the other hand, we found an access card and password on him. You can finally get into that elevator you couldn't access before.
So that means tomorrow's the deadline, and their plan is about to succeed. What's everyone thinking?
We must stop them. As a member of the Timefield family, I can't just stand by and do nothing in the face of such evil. What's wrong?
I always thought you were just a nervous, wishy-washy overthinker. Never figured you had this much fire in you.
Miss Timefield, Yuzaha means she's really grateful you're willing to keep helping us. And so am I, of course.
Monato, next time you skip internship classes to work on your side gigs, don't expect me to cover for you.
Everyone, it looks like we've made our decision. Let's head back into the hollow tomorrow morning for another investigation. If we find any critical clues, we'll call for backup immediately.
Sounds like a plan. Tomorrow, Junior Wise and I will provide support from within the temple. Junior Bell, give Shifu a call now. Let's see what she says. It's getting late, and we've got an early start tomorrow. You should all stay at Swabian Temple tonight. That way, we can look out for each other.
Belle, you go ahead and call Yishu and Shifu first. We'll take care of everyone's accommodations.
All right, everyone. We gotta get in touch with the Shifu.
I see. In any case, Belle, you must all be extremely careful when you head into the Hollow tomorrow. Porcelumix has been busy dealing with the safety investigation, yet our enemies haven't faltered in carrying out their plans. That means they're out of time and desperate to act.
So you mean that they don't have full control over the situation? There's some other factor that's forcing them to act?
It must be so. I shall head out once I settle things tomorrow and should be back at Swabian Temple by night.
Oh, yay!
Speaking, Yunquay Summit should stay out of Waifei Peninsula's affairs, but given the urgency, we'll make an exception.
Sorry to trouble you, Shifu.
There's no need to be so polite. Oh, right. Nothing. Never mind.
Huh?
What is it, Shifu?
Well, it's nothing particularly significant. Just these past few days, I've had a lingering sense of unease. A few days after we brought the corruption incident under control, some of the data piles in the Hollow suddenly went inactive again. But this time, the data pile failure was brief. The officials believe it was just normal interference caused by the increased miasma levels. I hope I'm just overthinking it. Well, that's all. Go get some sleep. If you want to stay strong, a good sleep schedule is better than any technique.
Yes, Shifu.
Understood. I'll go and check if everyone's done tidying up.
Then I'll leave you to it. See you tomorrow.
Belle, the call's already over? I was just about to go say hi to Shifu myself.
Have the rooms been arranged?
We're still trying to figure that out. No one's comfortable taking Shifu's room or Senior Fufu's room. And the room Alice stayed in before is being used to hold the prisoner.
Oh, no.
Miss Ukinami and I just decided to share a room.
In that case, why don't you two stay with me? My room is a bit more spacious since I have to keep the HDD in there. It'll be like a sleepover.
No problem. Whatever makes you happy.
After that, everyone worked together to move the furniture and set the bedding. And all that.
Are you sure it won't be too cramped with the three of you staying here?
Don't judge our space needs by your build! Besides, with this kind of vibe right now, doesn't it feel just like a field trip?
Wow, you're right! I've heard all about them before, but I've never actually been on one of those trips myself.
You never went on a field trip as a student?
No, never. My school has a lot of aristocratic kids, so they thought trips were too risky.
What the hell?
I don't want to spending time showing off and competing like that either. So, we never had one.
Perfect! Then tonight, you get to experience the joys of commoner life. First on the agenda, ghost stories. Wait! Ghost stories? Judging by that,
Oh, that laugh.
I can tell that you're the perfect audience. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's a night you'll never forget.
Ooh, count me in too.
What's wrong?
My belt feels a bit heavy. I wanted to take it off, but the buckle seems to be jammed.
Hold still. Let me take a look. We sometimes get similar issues with the crafts at our shop, so I always carry a toolkit with me. See? Here.
Is there just a looking repair tool?
Huh? It's a little tool I made by modifying a hair clip. It's also my lucky charm. You probably recognize this character, right? That show was super popular when we were kids.
Wow.
Magic Sailor Boo.
Sailor Boo! I used to wait for it to air every week when I was little. How nostalgic.
Right. Yes.
Are you all right? You don't look too happy. Is there something wrong with the hair clip?
It's nothing.
Don't brush me off. Something's definitely bothering you, right?
Actually, I had a pair of hair clips just like this when I was little. They were my favorite, but I lost one of them.
How did you lose it?
Looking at Alice's expression, it doesn't seem as simple as just losing something.
This isn't my first time in Wi-Fi Peninsula. When I was very young, I came here once with my grandfather and father. We visited Porcelumex's lab inside the Hollow. It was my first time being in a Hollow, so I was really excited and wore the clips that day. But just as we were leaving Wi-Fi Peninsula, I suddenly realized the left one was missing. At that point, our whole family was already in the car heading home. But when my father saw me crying over that lost clip, he got out of the car.
Daddy, can you really find my Sailor Boo?
Of course. It's your favorite hair clip. We have to find it. I just happen to have some more questions for the lab researchers anyway. You and Grandpa head home. I'll be back once I find your hair clip.
Thank you, Daddy. It's a promise then. You have to find Sailor Boo. If you don't, you can't come back.
Your wish is my command, little princess. Sir Lionel shall reclaim your lost treasure without fail.
I never imagined that would be the last time I'd ever see him.
Oh, this guy's super sad.
My father got into a car accident on the way home. Public security believes it was caused by fatigue. He crashed into the guardrail on a sharp turn. The fire from the crash was so severe. Grandpa couldn't bear for me to see my father like that. So I only attended his funeral.
Can I ask one more thing? What happened to the hair clip you lost?
Public security searched the crash vehicle, but found nothing like the hair clip. Not even any fragments. I lost it, and I said those things to him. That's why...
Don't be ridiculous! This wasn't your fault! You can't blame yourself like that!
Yuzuha, are you alright?
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
It's quite alright. I know you mean well, Miss Ukinami. It's not often we get to talk, and I really brought the mood down. Let's change topics. Oh, right. Since Miss Ukinami's hair clip is a good luck charm, there must be a story behind it. Would you be willing to share?
It's nothing special, really. This hair clip was simply the first gift I got when I was a kid. So I kept it as a lucky charm.
Feels like you're holding out.
Sounds like you're holding out on us.
Same.
I thought the same as Belle and Mr. Komono.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just telling it like it is. And come on! We all know each other pretty well by now. so you don't have to keep calling me Miss Ukinami or Manato Mr. Komano. Especially every time I hear you say Mr. Komano, I have to hold back my laughter so hard my abs start to hurt.
Very well. From now on, let's be more casual with one another.
After chatting a while, Minato and Wise go back to the room. You have to fight the urge to keep talking and immediately close your eyes, knowing you all had things to do the next day. And then at dawn,
Everyone's up. Looks like we're all in good shape. Let's get ready to move out.
Belle, you take everyone to the Hollow with Eos. Senior Inhu and I will support you from afar.
alright, 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay. I was not aware that dinner was ready, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat and rest up a little bit. I might still stream later on. I'm not sure. I wanted to stream more Yumiya today, but it ended up being hotter today than it was yesterday, so I couldn't really turn on my PS5 and then risk, cutting power off in the house. Thank you everybody who came out to watch. I super appreciate it. I'll be back either later today or tomorrow. See ya. Bye. Bing.